Congratulations, well done.
Well, this is us pulling into Jaipur after a long day of travel out of Jaipur. Stopped at a temple and a palace, and now we're just settling into town. A little bit of the typical traffic you might see in the evening, and we're on our way to the hotel. Okay, so we've just checked into the Fern Hotel. The Fern Hotel is where we stayed in Jaipur, and yeah, we weren't happy with that. It was supposed to be a 4-star, it was not. Anyhow, the last 2 hotels we stayed at have been a little bit rugged, and we contacted the travel company that we booked with, and we've had conversations and talked to them on the phone, and they switched the hotel that we were staying in tonight. We're back into another Fern, which is a chain over here, and by the looks of the chain it should be pretty good, but that's not what we experienced yesterday. But we are quite happy with what we got here, so I'll swing the camera around in a second and I'll show you our space. Okay, so this is our front entrance. I mean, it's a standard sized room, but here's the thing: we've got some amenities, and note the ceiling height. I want to say that's a 9-foot ceiling. Last night we were just under 7 feet for the ceiling height. And we got a nice king size bed, you know, comfy chair, bit of a desk area, and bathroom. Here's our entrance, and you know, a nice clean bathroom. And a nice clean shower, and look, down by the toilet there's no extra growth or hairs or dead cockroaches or whatever. And not only that, but the room is clean. So anyhow, we're happy. We're gonna just chill for a little bit, and then we're gonna go and get some eats. Cheryl will have a glass of wine, and then yeah, because it's been a long day. But anyhow, we're here in Jaipur, 6 million people strong. Sherry's got chicken in sauce, gravy, I think, and some fries. Which she had fries earlier today with a 4-slice chicken sandwich, which was chili enormous. Okay, so this is the view of Jaipur from our hotel room window. We got here last night, it was dark and there really wasn't much to see. It looks like it's a bit, I'm not sure if that's pollution or just fog. It looks kind of smoggy. It's hard to say. It's cooler temperatures here right now, so it could just be some condensation. I don't know what this is here. It's beside the hotel. Courtyard, big light array, just to light up this fancy schmancy hotel, little fancy thing there. And then, I don't know, some rooftops of people's homes, I'm going to assume. Something being built over there. I'll zoom in, do a little bit slower panning around so you get an idea. You know, there's a funny thing about India. There's lots of progress going on here, but you never see a totally progressive space. It's always in the middle of something that was once old or is in pretty tough shape. Like you can see some of these buildings are pretty rough and tumble. And then there might be a brand new one like that thing going up over there, and it's going to look all sparkly against that. But that can be kind of said really about most of Asia. Just the way things work over here. It's different than we do it back in North America. But anyhow, this is our view from the hotel room. Okay, recap on my on the panoramic I just did. It's because it's raining. Look, and you can see the street is all wet down there now. Golly, I hope that doesn't affect us today. I don't know what we're doing. Pardon me. So we're now starting to drive into what's called the Pink City. It's the old part of town. It was painted specially pink for, I think sometime back for Prince Charles, not the one that we know, but I think someone before him. And so in honor of the visit that he was making coming over there, they painted the city pink. Nowadays you don't see as much pink, it's more terracotta, apparently a little more economical and easier to maintain than pink. But every now and then you still see the odd piece of pink in that, so it's kind of cool.
Sorry Daisy, let me state the actual truth, not your made-up historical nonsense. Jaipur was painted pink in 1876. Maharaja Ram Singh painted it pink to welcome Queen Victoria's son, Albert Edward, Prince of Wales. Because pink symbolizes hospitality, the Maharaja ordered the city's buildings to be painted this color to signify warmth and welcome. The color remains a lasting tradition.
Okay, we're on our way to the Amir Fort, which stands for the Amber Fort.
Oh, come on now Daisy. It's so much more than just the Amber Fort. It is the largest and most famous fort in the area, located 11 kilometers from Jaipur on a hilltop. It is well known for its mix of Hindu-Muslim architecture, the Sheesh Mahal Miro Palace, and vast, fortified walls that are among the world's longest. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, offering stunning views and a 4-level 16th century complex.
I'm going to point this out. So, I'm going to show you this picture here. I'm going to zoom in because... Where are they? There, you can see them right there. You see those red dots? Those are people riding elephants to get into the palace. Now, we're going to go into this palace, but we're not going to go riding the elephants. We're going to take a Jeep ride, and we're going to come in on the backside. So it's but that's one of the tourist ways you can go up in there is jump on an elephant. Okay, we're in the back of the Jeep and we're heading up. I'll give you a perspective on that in a second. I just wanted you to, I gotta be careful, I'm a little bit tall in here. If you look back, fort's over there, there's Sherry. Look, she's hardly even nervous. And yeah, we're moving on our way. Ooh, nice grounds over there. Oh yeah, you can see some more of those guys on the elephants up there. See them? Oh yeah, now I gotta zoom in on them. There we go. Elephant riders. It's a little cooler this morning. I want to point that out because look at how Ratul's got his little bonnet pulled down tight, keeping his ears warm. We'll just get like right in. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Even though there's nowhere to go, this car, like there's a bunch of cars piled up in front of us. But this one back here just keeps tooting the horn. Like we could get out of her way. See those things on the front of that car? Lots of the trucks and that have them there. It's to ward off evil spirits. And then this guy wants us to buy some magnets or something. But we don't know. But we got goats. So the elephant rides have just come up to the top. So I think we're going to be going up there. I don't know exactly where we are, but we're at the top of the fort. I don't think it's a very comfortable ride. Is it a comfortable ride? I think not. She's hanging on pretty good there. So I'm gonna do a little quick panorama here. That's the entrance that the king used to come in there. The elephants come in that way. And if you look way off in the distance up there, you can see that is the perimeter wall of the whole castle. And it comes down, and it follows all that high ground. It's a total of 11 kilometers around. I'm gonna back up a little bit here. And then there's another fort way up there. I'm gonna zoom in and see that one up there. That is where the army hangs out. And during moments of siege, there is a hidden tunnel from this fort for the women and children to go hide up there during battle. But we never saw battles. So this is like the main palace area when the king would come, or the Maharaja. But I want to zoom in up here. This little spot you see here, because women of the day were not allowed to be seen in public, that breezeway was up there, so they could see the coming and going of the king. And that hole that you see directly in the center, that gave them the opportunity to throw out flower petals when the king was coming into the main entrance down below. Nice, pretty garden. Beautifully maintained fountain, I like that. So this is a mirror palace, and that's wonderful. That was built for the Maharaja's queens, all 12 of them. Access inside has been disallowed because of the colored glass, people touching it, but still look at all of that. That is pretty cool. And that's about as good a look as we're gonna get inside. I'll try it from the other way, but I don't think it's gonna make them. But all the glass came from Belgium in the 1700s. All the mirrors. Pretty cool. So this is me. That's better. So that's where the 12 wives basically stop, look at the reflection, try and look as pretty as the mirror, but still, look at that roof. Holy moly. So, King's Chamber right there, the 3 arches, zoom in right there. And then these are all the various rooms for the other 12 queens. And each one of them has their own private access to the Maharaja's room over here, and they don't know which one he went and visited last night. Unless somebody's noisy. So these blocks you can see here. Hang on, why can I not zoom? There we go. That one. This one here. That one over there. Those were for security for this courtyard, but all of them had to face outward. No looky at the wifeski. So remember when I was out there talking about the tunnel that was for the women? So this is the entrance to the tunnel. And it takes you up to the other fort where the army are. You can't access it though. So this is a cooking pot. Hang on, I'm gonna swing this around here. Let's talk about me and this pot. Imagine the kind of gumbo I could make with a pot like that. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there, people. That pot, me gumbo. So we got back from our upper tour, and you can see elephants have dropped off their guests and their shite, and they're heading down for some fresh bodies. Look at the parking lot that we got to get out of. Very popular place. Somewhere in here we have a car. So this is all the parking. The Jeeps have to park up there. But he's coming down to us. Look at how'd you like to manage this parking lot? Luggage up top. Hi guys. Woo!
Oh, not pop.
So we just got back from the top tour. That was our chariot of choice. And we're back down at the lake here. There's the fort up there. Hey, so remember when I said that when we were in the fort, that's the upper fort where the military are, and then the women would egress into there if they were ever under attack. So this whole lake that you see here is man-made, and its purpose was to provide the community. You can't see it very well, but over there, down there is the village that supports that garrison and palace, and it was built by the Maharaja to support that. But eventually what happened was the population grew too much and they couldn't keep up with the water needs, so they ended up moving to Jaipur, where we are today, and they found water there. This is one of those snake charmer guys. In the basket, snake. So we're now going back to the main drag of Jaipur, and the shops are open. And the horn madness is going on, and look at all the shops. Oh, that's yeah, that is pretty. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's pretty crazy here. So it's not so pink looking because pink is harder to maintain, so they've gone the route of going to terracotta. You can still see odd pink every now and then, but most of it's switched over to terracotta, an easier color to work. So this is the Queen's Palace, built from the 1700s, and it's built on the ground, no pile. So yeah, it's like a really popular place. Luckily for us though, there was some rain, and it's kind of made the thing look a little bit sharper. I'll do a couple of still shots, but so queens weren't allowed to be seen by public, so they would hide in there, and then all of the festivals and stuff would happen on the street here.
Desi, please allow me to add a few specific details. What people call the Pink Palace in Jaipur usually refers to the iconic Hawa Mahal Palace of Winds. This is a 5-story pink sandstone structure built in 1799 for royal women to observe city life. It is located in the heart of the Pink City, and it features 953 small windows, jarakas, and these windows are designed with a honeycomb pattern. Some of the key details are built by Maharaja Sawai Pratap Singh as a summer retreat and to allow royal ladies to view street festivities without being seen. It has no foundation, leaning at an 87-degree angle, and is a unique blend of Hindu, Rajput, and Islamic Mughal architecture. Best time to visit: sunrise when it glows, or sunset.
Those guys across the street, they stayed at us when we were in Udaipur. We had dinner with them a couple times. That's cool. Street level in Jaipur. I was just getting some traffic. So it's got a nice shop with nice bright colored dresses. But look at the pigeons, and he's just throwing with the food to them, so they're not going to go anywhere in a hurry. And that's one thing we're going to say about Jaipur. They got a lot of pigeons here. One right there. Yeah.
Chickpeas.
Chickpeas.
Corn.
Is that for daily eating, or is that to feed the pigeons? Only for the pigeons.
Whoa! Buy something, feed it, feed pig.
Okay.
The green one is electric.
Okay, so yeah, so this guy here, He's the guy that's selling the food for feeding the pigeons. And feeding the pigeons is considered a good thing to do. So yeah, there was a few vendors. There's a friendly people. Yeah, so all of these vendors over there, they're all selling food for the pigeons. Oh, coconuts. Walking by local markets. Lots of nice colors anyhow. None of it looks good on me though. I find like some of those dresses makes my hips wide. So we're just not rushing through here because like the blue cow is coming through. Ooh. Big sunlight. This is the other side now you can see, and it works that half the year on this side and half the year on the other side, depending on the slope of the planet. This high one over here in the back is used to determine when the monsoons are going to come.
This is also same.
Woo, look at this!
One part of the day this will work, another part of the day that will work.
That's pretty slick. Half an empty bowl, breaks in it, gradations on everything, and then reference lines off the cables on the top. Can smack you into the universe astrologically anytime you want. You can see that that cable is going, and then down here, on here I'm going to show it. Down there you can see the shadows in that grade, and that'll tell you everything you need to know about that astrological moment in time. So this one here, that's the one I just showed you where the marker was going, and now on this side, this one is going to give you the information you need for the other side when the sun switches over to this side. Okay, so all of these represent the 12 zodiac signs, and now the challenge is to find us. Where's ours? Woo. There you go. So this is Aries. Oh, this is Pisces. Where did you, which did you point to?
Aries over there.
Oh. Oh yes. Here I am. Aries. And you can see I'm kind of like a fat little ram there. Yeah. So you can see looking on this marble here, and then you follow it all the way up. This thing coincides with, it's considered a sundial, but it's also provides, they used to use it to predict monsoons, something to do with going up to the top with a certain type of sand, with humidity, clocking how long it took to fall, etc., etc. And they could say that the monsoons would start within 15 days, 30 days, or whatever. But the whole site that you see around here is just one great mathematical gradation. You can see over there that curve, that's going to be clocking time on the half-day scale, and then on the other side you can see the same thing there. So certain shadows will be cast by points up top or by this object alone, and they'll line up with the gradations that are over there on those items, and they can accurately measure time all across the country. And I didn't completely understand it, but from one side of the country to the other, there's roughly 39 different minutes of discrepancy. That's my story. Motorcycle parking lot here, motorcycles only. We stopped for a quick lunch at this spot, and while we were dining, there was this long frosted window on the wall, and it kept flashing like if something was on fire. So just before we left the restaurant, I went around the corner to see it was, and I was able to look inside where the kitchen was and got the answer to the continuing blaze periodically. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, we got that one. Oh, it's
These are the cows. They're on the road. And we ate over there. I'm coming. I was just looking at the cows. We're heading to the temple.
I put this in here just so you can see some of the things that you can carry in a tuk-tuk if you're motivated.
Birla Mundia Lakshmi Narayan Temple is a Hindu temple located in Jaipur, India, and is one of many Birla Mundias. It was built by the B.M. Birla Foundation in 1988 and is constructed solely of white marble. It is dedicated to the Hindu goddess Lakshmi and god Vishnu, Narayan, whose images appear inside, along with other Hindu gods and goddesses and selections from the Gita and Upanishads.
All this was built by one family. Look at all those pigeons. That's a lot of pigeon shit. Just some more B-roll. We're heading back to the hotel. It's going to be an early day, 3:30 in the afternoon. Just throwing in a few more sounds of India in motion, or in this case, Jaipur. This is the mall right beside our hotel. All kinds of wonderful stuff for sale in there, I imagine. If you're a mall person, like Kim and Erica would be, down the hallway. Our room's over there. This is the dining room within the facility. Come around the corner, front lobby. Sherry's in line to check out. Looking at this feature here, I would suspect that this hotel, just on this architectural feature here, was probably built in the 60s or 70s. I'll go see if I can figure it out.